Do you still have, clear images in your head? I know that I've read many times about survivors of all ages describing trauma, almost post-traumatic stress in the aftermath. Was that true for you as well?
Yes, I still have, not nightmares now, but I always think back a lot of, I'm not saying what could have happened or whatever. No, it was, yeah, I survived, but unfortunately a lot didn't survive. You know, I totally understand that, and I just think sometimes, well, why didn't I go with them as well? I was lucky to get out. It was the quick thinking of my teacher, and she was only like something like 28, 29 in them days, that age. She hadn't long passed away. So it was her quick thinking. She didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was going on, and that was it. We just we had to get on with our lives. After the disaster and everything came, and there was people coming the doors. In them days, if something happens nowadays, God forbid, you have a lot of counsellors that come to help you, which is fine, which is great. But in 1966, we never had them. We never had counsellors. There was one or two around, yes, I'm not saying, but not as mass quantity as they are today. If something like that would happen today, there you have police guidance counsellors, other guidance counsellors. We didn't have them in them days. There was nothing like that.
Have you remained in ABERFAN ever since? Have you stayed? And if so, what has that been like? That passage of time, since 1966 and the tragedy. How has the place moved beyond it?
It has moved. There's a lot of people that have come into the village, and in fairness, there's visitors there basically every day of the week, especially on an anniversary. Like it was now on Thursday. You see a lot more people there. They come to visit and they leave flowers. So people are remembering it worldwide, not just around ABERFAN or Merthyr. It was a worldwide tragedy, and everybody knew about it. But ABERFAN has moved on, but it hasn't moved on. If you get my meaning, I know that seems a stupid answer. It has moved on, theoretically, yes. But for people like myself now then, we'll never forget about it. We were there, and unfortunately, people are actually, that were actually in it now, and some of the parents, they're actually passing on. So the people that were actually in it are dying off. I know I mustn't say that. They're actually dying off, so there's, I would say in about another 20 years' time, possibly more than that, there'll be nobody there like myself to tell the tale. I think of myself sometimes as a bit of a veteran. Then, if you get my meaning, I'm gonna come one day like a veteran, aren't I, of the disaster.